Hey everybody, Derek here again. I'm here to bring you another video for our Walking Dead countdown to the Season 5 premiere. We are exactly 52 days away from our upcoming 5th season. We are getting closer, folks. Tomorrow marks the 51st day, obviously. And one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing an episode review for each and every episode of The Walking Dead. Now, I will be going away this weekend, so I'm actually going to release the first 3 which I've already done, and that way you can get some review of the episodes if you need them. I'll also be doing other videos as well, so you won't just be getting episode reviews, but just in case you want to look back and get a little reminder, some things that you may have missed, you can go ahead and take a look at those. I'm making them for everybody, and it'll start tomorrow since 51 days is starting, because there is 51 episodes of The Walking Dead. Now tonight, what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you it's kind of like a spoiler speculation on the trailer, okay? And it occurs at the 2-minute 8-second mark, okay? I'm not going to go into any more detail just yet. I'm just going to warn you that I am going to be giving some spoilers in this video, potentially. So if you don't want to find out about anything, please exit the video now, or you can come back at a later time once the episode is aired. Okay. So as I said, something struck me. I was watching the trailer, and I'm trying to get some ideas for some videos coming up for, from the trailer. Something I noticed is that at 2-minute 8 seconds, there is a bloody hand holding a can, and they suddenly drop it. And if you look carefully, I think that someone may have actually been bit in the in the trailer. Because if you look at the hand, it's very, it's like all bruised and dark, and you kind of see like these red lines going across it that almost makes it look like somebody's been bit. And I wanted to give my thoughts on that because I think that it is actually possible that somebody was bit. Because it doesn't look like it's a walker's hand. It actually looks like a human hand. And they're holding the can and they just drop the can. And I was trying to figure out who it is potentially, because again, this may be a big moment in the show. We've always been waiting to see if somebody else was going to get bitten by a walker and continue on. And something big that I really noticed is that if you look at the hand, it's wearing a wedding ring or some kind of ring on this hand, which leads me to believe that it may be one of these few characters here. Glenn, Maggie, or Carol. I've ruled it out as being Rick's because I don't think that, I was watching the trailer and I was trying to match clothing items, and something you'll notice is that it's kind of like a tannish brown shirt that the person's wearing that's short sleeved, or maybe it was long sleeve, something like that, but anyways, it's that color, and Rick doesn't appear to be wearing anything like that. I thought that maybe it might be, hey, this might be the way that Rick loses his hand in the TV show, but I kind of felt like that would be a little too much. I also don't think that Andrew Lincoln is going to want to walk around wearing a glove or some other thing for the rest of the series. I really don't think so. I can understand that. I mean, whenever Michael Rooker was on the show, he was getting tired of wearing that thing, and I know for a fact that Andrew Lincoln's probably not up for that, so I think they're gonna bypass him losing his hand. But to me, I almost thought that it might be Glenn, because again, the person's wearing a wedding ring. They have red marks here, like I said, on their hand, and I can't really tell if it's a masculine hand or a feminine hand, because it kind of looks a little masculine to me. Like, it looks like a bigger kind of hand. So I was kind of thinking that maybe Glenn was actually bitten and he drops the can. Another thing that I was thinking about was that it may have been Maggie, because again, the ring on the ring finger definitely gives me an indication that it may have been a married person. And that's why I think that, maybe it might have been Glenn or Maggie, because really, we don't know necessarily how the show's going to progress. But there may be a possibility that it might be Maggie's hand. Because, again, the person is wearing a ring. You can clearly see it. It's at 2 minutes, 8 seconds into the trailer. If you're watching it on AMC's channel, just so we're clear. Because I know that it might change for various websites or uh, YouTube channels on here. I also thought that might be Carol because, again, I don't know if necessarily Carol still wears her wedding ring. I don't know. She might not. And I thought that maybe it was her because, I do speculate that she's going to die this season, and having her walk around with a bite would be very, interesting to see. I also feel that it may be one of the Terminus individuals. I mean, it could be one of them. It doesn't necessarily have to be somebody from Rick's group, but I think it might be more likely. But like I said, go to the trailer, take a look at it, and you'll see again, like you look really close, and there's like red lines on the person's hand that almost looks like a bite. It literally looks like it. So I wanted to throw that out there to see if anybody might have ideas about that. See what they think. I'm going to put it in the title, but like I said, I didn't want to talk too much about it before because I don't want to spoil anybody, who might not want to be spoiled. So if you watch this video, if you want to leave a comment or question or maybe make a prediction of who you think this is, feel free to leave it. Like I said, I think that it might be Glenn. It might be Maggie because of the wedding ring, and it might be Carol because she's kind of wearing a darker brown clothing item. That's the thing, though, is a lot of them are wearing like some of the same colored clothing, so it's kind of hard to really pinpoint. Plus, they may have changed clothing. I mean, they do that, sometimes on The Walking Dead. You can't always tell just by somebody's clothing item. But I wanted to throw that out there, see if somebody had a suggestion or something that may have an answer. Maybe, hey, I'm full of it. Maybe it's not a bite. Maybe they just, bang their hand and it's just the trailer trying to mislead us. So, give your thoughts, guys. I'd really appreciate it. If you want, feel free to leave any other questions or comments. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to recommend this to anybody else. We are 52 days away. We are getting closer, folks. And I'm really getting excited for this upcoming season. Thank you, everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.